I had such a good time building the first house, I had to do another one. It's right next door, so I'll just do a quick run through of those pictures. It's what I would call Bali craftsman. So it's a mix of our turn-of-the-century craftsman and the Bali aesthetic. Wish we could see better, but better. So Bali's many things to me. It's where I have my warehouses. It's where I collect the most. It's where I design. It's where I work with other traders. So this is a group of traders who I've worked with them for maybe 9 years. And the group changes a little bit, but I met them once in the back of a abandoned hotel. This is the warehouse, or one of the warehouses. It's a whole compound of warehouses. This is the outside of them. This is where I store, work, send things back on these 40-foot containers. And this is unloading. I one time bought a carriage from the royal family of Solo in central Java. I saw it and I had to have it. Just total madness. This is what happens when customs decides they want to see a container. They yank everything out and throw it back in. They damage stuff. They charge you a couple $100 a day for storage. They'll keep it for 2 weeks. They charge you $1,500 for the inspection, $500 for the x-ray. It just goes on and on and on. But it's why we're safe, perhaps. So I want to give you a quick glimpse of what happens. How do we end up with the beautiful things that we do? This tree is in central Java. It's about to fall over on a community bathing area. So all the trees we get are either owned by a large extended family, it's tree by tree, or by a village. This one was owned by a village. And everything works by consensus there. So 100% of the villagers have to agree, yes, we're taking this down. The money goes back to the village for the tree, and all the labor for cutting the tree up, getting it onto a truck, slicing it, everything is local villagers. So in many ways, and then the village has enough money to build a new village hall or whatever it is that the village most needs. So that's what happened. So that is what gets turned into things like this at David Allen. The wood has to sit over there for about 3 years before we can even touch it. And then these things are created. This is a chair that I designed. That's our new table at our house. You can do crazy stuff that you can do. My carvers will make a table base. They'll carve it to the exact thing that I want. I send it to Java. They cast it in bronze, finish it, and bring it back. Stuff that you could never even dream of doing here. I have 3 full-time carvers. Here they're working on only hand tools, only a mallet and chisels is all they work with. They're brilliant. They do carving like nobody else does in Bali. I give them designs that are everything from Osher, which Escher's impossible in 2-dimension, but to try to do Osher drawings in 3-dimension, and somehow they manage to do anything that I give them. We might have to work through some details over time. I'm usually there about 3 months a year, So I'm with them every day for those 3 months. But then they create stuff like this. And often from photos I've taken. A birch forest in the Uintas, Utah. Cracked earth pictures from southern Utah into northern Arizona. Or I'll do full-scale shadow boxes, and I'll lay out the sand and the water and everything, and they just copy it. So that's Bali.